very, very much. And you just can't seem to get yourself together.
I do not own the copyrights to this music. Y'all, please excuse me. I hope I got everything right. Kept stuff a little too high. Too far down. Y'all got to excuse me. Y'all know I'm home. Y'all know how I do it over here in the neck of these woods. I call this the neck of my woods. In my forks. I am comfortable. I dress up all day. I be dressed up all day long. So please excuse me. As long as I ain't showing too much, I'm Gucci. Let me turn my music down. Hey. I'm jumping right into it, y'all, because I am tired. I'm hungry. I got some tuna. I got some fish. I got some fruit. I got a lot of stuff. It's gluten-free week, Passover week. No leaven in your body. I'm listening to music, y'all. So I'm in a musical night, like real diehard musical night. My musical night. So I'm listening to a song. I heard tonight, looking at a video. Then I downloaded. I forgot I had the song, and I've been listening to it because I've been giving out so much love, and so much love has been given back into me. My niece, she just made my whole day because I had ghost, everybody for a second there. Mentally, they were they were messing with me, and I had to go and regenerate, get my mental back on track because I've been in a funk. Y'all hear me say that, and I was like, "Oh, I got funks too." So I get in my little funk sometimes when I'm going through a lot. You know how people say misery love company. Well, I don't like company when I'm miserable. So I would cut myself off, and that's something that I have to, people have to learn about me. And I don't know when it's going to happen because it just comes out of the blue. Especially all of the spiritual warfare that I've been, enduring since October. Like the warfare was real heavy from October to now. I had to deal with, and I was just sitting in the car, giving Heavenly Father so much thanks because he kept me strong and he kept me, going. Y'all, please excuse me, but I'm telling you, I'm all the way not right now with my clothes. So I had to hurry up, come home, wash, jump on live, and I'm all over the place. Like my clothes is all over the place. Like this is really bad. But anyways, I was thinking about all the warfare that I went through from October, dealing with both of my sons, battling one in court and one went in the hole, stabbing up. You know how it is in prison. If you got children in prison, y'all know how it is with your children, which they're adults, but as when they're in prison, it's a lot of things, they can get killed in prison. They do drugs most definitely in prison. And that's something that we need to get together as parents. They got children in prison, and what I mean by children, they're not fully mature to actually handle. Now my son, he can handle it because I taught him to be, real tough, protect yourself at all times. I gave my kids the wisdom that they need, in the streets. They had to have street wisdom. I did not play that. And I know it's bad to say it that way, but when you in those streets, you operate totally different because it's a lot of cutthroats in the streets. Even though they call it the streets mean just what it is, these streets. And it's a lot of backstabbing and manipulation, gaslighting, projecting, and all that stuff with the people in the streets because of what? Childhood has ruined a lot of people's lives, and Satan knows when you get broken from a family member. And y'all know I'm big on going back into your childhood and going and getting your healing from the beginning. I did TikToks on it today. I gave the downloads about it today on TikTok. We were indirect. I never was indirect about my childhood. I just didn't talk about it much because I did not want to bring graves back up. But you got to bring graves back up regardless if you want to or not, because you will never be able to heal the proper way until you go back in your childhood and confront. If they still living, I don't care if they want to hear it or not. It's time to activate and trigger these folks that's been secretive or in these delusional mindsets. And I seen a video today. about the woman was saying in the comment section. I'm trying to rearrange this much as possible because I don't like to call names or whatever. But I seen it in a video, and the woman was talking about how the video, the speaker of the video was triggering her. And the creator was saying, well, I'm sorry for triggering you, but it's not a trigger. We got to give these messages to wake people up. So when they say you're triggering them, you're not triggering them in a bad way. There is no need to apologize for trying to heal people, because people don't realize, oh, well, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm listening to music and certain songs just triggers is for to wake people up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in a real loving mood right now. Triggers wake people up. Triggers are not, when you're healing people, you're not intentionally triggering them. You're actually waking them up to reality, because it's a lot of people sleep to the truth, because the truth hurts. It really does hurt, regardless if we want to believe that or not. But truth also corrects. Truth corrects your flaws. Truth wake you up to things to heal from. And a lot of people are scared. They have this scarcity mindset to confront their family members. I don't care if they're the craziest family member on earth, they can be dealt with. Just simple as that. They can be dealt with. You want to heal, you want to move forward. It ain't your problem, and it was not your problem that you grew up in a toxic relation. I mean, in a toxic family relationship. It's because, like I say again, the bloodlines has been poisoned, has been toxic for years, on top of years, on top of years, on top of years, decades, centuries. And the Father called many to do the job. It was many called, but few are chosen. Why? Because the many that were called, they end up allowing a family member, someone that is a giant in the family, that holds the family together. They say keep the family glued together. No, no, no. You don't supposed to keep nothing glued together. Truth is truth. And a lot of us did not receive the truth. So now that the Heavenly Father chose us, He got us in many different areas now. And it's a lot of people ain't liking us. It's cool. I'm with the not liking. I ain't been liked all my life. So why I'm now gonna get on this happy trail like everybody gonna like me? Everybody is not gonna like you, especially if you're a truth teller. A truth teller, a scapegoat, black sheep, whatever, you know what they call us, the rejects. You know why we were rejected? Because we were different from the beginning. People seen us for who we were. We didn't know who we were, and that was a good thing, because if we did know who we were, we would have never made it through life. We would have been used continuously by people. We would have been used um over and over again. So that was a great thing, that, even though we endure some very heavy duty, I mean, very heavy duty spiritual warfare as kids to an adult, you know what I'm saying? We were children still when we were coming up in our adult, but we was wise. We could see a lot of things that people couldn't see. So that was, when people have street credit, book smart, and the wisdom, man, you can't mess with us. I'm just, I'm corny tonight too. I am in a really great mood. But what I want to talk about tonight is the final discard. Basically, I ain't trying. It seems like sometimes when I get on here, I got to feel like I'm talking to, like I'm talking to my children. I mean, but I understand. But it just seemed like, we have to continuously repeat ourselves and repeat ourselves and repeat ourselves. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a very high, my spirits is real high right now. Very loving. But I want to get into the final, what I say, when you finally discard the toxic person, woman or man, it don't matter who it is, mother, father, sister, brother, I don't do titles. Whoever is abusing you and continuously abusing you and keeping you stuck and keeping you hindered and not trying to help you to move forward or not trying to get you out here to be independent, I'm talking to you. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get into it. Um, I'm trying to get I'm going to get the scriptures first so you can see where I'm going at with this. Sorry, I'm gonna move it over here. Y'all, if y'all hear any boom bop being a but ping 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 ping, it's my neighbors. Now, um, I'm gonna read. Y'all, I'm in a good mood. Like my mood is all the way live right now. I'm sorry, I'm not really focused. Um, I'm gonna get focused though. Give me a chance. I've been in my music all night. All night I've been into the music. Well, all day I have, but tonight it really just turned up a volume. Um, let me get it. Let me get into it. I might have to cut my music off, y'all, but I don't want to. Um, First Corinthians 5:11. I don't care what version you read it. You can go over what I'm saying. But when you're trying to heal, when you're trying to become the better version of yourself, because that's what it is, you do have to go through a lot of spiritual warfare. I know you don't want to. I know it don't feel good, but your pain is purpose. I need y'all to understand pain is purpose. It is not, oh, I got it right, y'all. Pain is purpose because this side and all that, but little teeny things make me excited. But pain is purpose. Period. Point blank. And I'm trying to get focused here, y'all, because I'm still into my music. In my soul. My soul is really aching into this music for some reason, but I'm not gonna tell y'all why. But anyways, y'all sit on y'all pain and y'all allow principalities through people to stop you from moving forward, because if you distracted, you're not going to focus, right? You get a you what they said, brain fog. You off your focus. But that's when you're supposed to focus the most, is when the pain start coming in, left and right, right and left, right, left, left and right, and you can't keep up everything coming down on you. Well, that's where you're supposed to trust God. That's where God's supposed to come into the plan. I trust you, Lord. I don't have faith of as a mustard seed. Even though, Yeshua said, have faith of a mustard seed. Do you know how little a mustard seed is? And do you know how hard it is to even get faith of a mustard seed? Because Satan brings so many attacks on people, people get afraid. They get in that funk, as they call it. They get into that funk. They get double-minded and unstable. They don't love me. They don't want me. What they want me for? They don't care about me. I'm worthless. I'm not top notch and all this other extra negative stuff that Satan gets you to think. And then you stop your growth. Your growth just stops completely. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm going to surrender back to darkness. We don't need that. That is something we ain't doing over here. We ain't surrendering back to darkness at all. Because if the person that you was with could not love you for you, couldn't love because you giving them, they do love the empathy that you give them. They do love where you stroke the ego. You stroke an imaginary demon. Well, the demon ain't really imaginary. The demon is really real. We are really in a reality right now. I mean, like a true reality. The truth is out here. Heavenly Father woke us up. But you're stroking that demonic force that's in that flesh. So you got to stroke that demon. That ain't the person you with. That person is under a spell, a stronghold, a principalities is on them. I don't know how many they're carrying, but I know when you grow up as a child and you've been taught not to love, you've been taught not to care, you've been taught to be selfish, you've been taught to lie, you've been taught to manipulate, you've been taught to abuse because you got abused. You're being programmed. So you're going to grow up either being bullied or being a bully. I suggest you to go ahead and fight them both of them traits off of you, because you don't need to be getting bullied, and you don't need to bully, but you don't know, because we wasn't taught to know. And it's good that it was like that, because now you understand dark side, and now you understand the light side. I love both sides, because I want to beat the crap off the darkness. So I love to go in. I love to challenge somebody that got a demon, because you know why? I'm challenging them because I love them, but I also want to knock that demon out that's on them. But if I hit them, I'm not hitting the demon. The demon know I'm going to hit them. So I have to do what the words say. Pray for them. I seen a post today and say, listen, I'm not gonna pray too many more times, because my prayer's gonna get cut short. I'm gonna cuss you out because I'm tired of wearing the Lord. Boy, I thought I would holler with that post. I love posts like that, because some days you be like that. Like, we got we got to pray for our enemies, but them enemies be coming sideways sometimes, and you be like, that street come out of you if you're a street person, or you grew up in the streets. What I mean by the streets, you grew up rough and tough, and you had to go and get it. You ain't had no other choice but to throw hands, give them these paws. But anyways, when you cross over, you think about it, but you're not going to do that. I don't think. It depends on how hard the warfare is, because sometimes you have to say, Lord, forgive me, and you just have to. Y'all know Mike Tyson. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it in a minute, but y'all know Mike Tyson get ready to fight. 58-year-old get ready to fight a 20 some year. I hope that boy got plenty training. I mean, I'm not saying by age, but Tyson is a beast. And he wants to fight Tyson. It ain't no way. I would have to do some heavy duty on heavy duty, heavy duty. Now, if he whipped Tyson, I know that's rigged. I know that's a rigged fight. And I hope Tyson ain't selling himself short like that. Don't be paid off to let somebody knock you out, Tyson. You better not allow them to throw you so much money. You let this young dude come in here and he better not, y'all. But I'm excited. I seen it today. I love boxing too, by the way. So when I seen it, I started reading it. I said, "What is Tyson doing?" But I guess Tyson said, "Listen, you ain't gonna never take these hands away from me until I'm up off of this planet. I'm gonna make sure." And it's in Texas. Arlington, Texas. Man, I'm gonna try to get there. You heard me? It's July the 20th. I'm gonna try to get there because I got to see this fight on my own. I want to see it in the flesh. I don't want to look online talking about it's gonna go global on next Netflix. I ain't studying Netflix. I want to go see Tyson and see how much these tickets is first and see what we're working with. But yeah, I want to go see this fight. I'm not playing. I want to go see Tyson whip somebody for real. Tyson always been my dude. Tell he beat him, tell he bit Holyfield ear off. Y'all remember that? If y'all are boxers, y'all will understand what I'm saying. But okay, anyways, let's get back into the message. I'm kind of off tonight, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, like I'm sorry for being off. I'm just sorry that I'm not getting into the message all the way, because like I say, I was in the zone before I pulled up at this house. I was listening to my music. I seen my niece. I was so proud of her because, honey, she overcame a mountain and she been going strong for 2 years, and she celebrated. And I was just truly sorry I had to miss it because I had other things, with my daughter. I had to get my mental back on track because I thought everybody was at me. And I was just like, I'm done. Everybody coming for me. Nobody loves me. Everybody out to get me. And that I had to pull that in. I ghost. I stopped communicating. I went and got another phone. I went and got another phone number. I just was like, I'm over it. Everybody is against me. And I don't like to feel that way because, when I'm going through a lot of spiritual warfare, you become paranoid. And I'm not paranoid, but I'm one that be like, I'm cutting everybody off. And that's something I always did. And that's something I have to work on real hard because everybody is not after me. Everybody is not against me. Well, it's one person, and I know for definite he's not against me. We're gonna leave that alone. But anyways, let's back to the message. Um, um, hold on, y'all. I'm thinking the discord. I'm sorry. When you finally discord that toxic person, then I'm gonna tell you, I've been there when you discard them. Now, if you got a mate or a partner or a spouse that you've been nurturing for years and years and years, and they can come in and out, back and forth, to and fro whenever they want to. They can come in and they can interrupt your new relationship. They'll stop you from going forward. Those are the ones that's going to be the hardest to get away from. They gonna be super hard to get away from. And if you ain't got no fight, they gonna know it's they know who you are. They done study you for years. But when they see you finally get ready to let it go, it's get ready to be a TKO, they gonna give you the business. And that's what I want y'all to start learning, how to pre-plan an exit. Like they pre-plans an exit. They're pre-planning as soon as they get in a relationship and they get enough information on you, then they're gonna pre-plan how long they're gonna stay. Am I gonna stay in this relationship for a month? I'm standing for 2 months. I might have to, come in and act like I'm for him or her. And they go by how long it takes to make you fall for them, however long it takes to make you fall. Now, if you take forever to fall for them, they gonna discard their selves. They gone because they ain't got time, and then they'll probably come back some years later or some months later and test you out again to see what state of mind you in. Is have you moved on? Is can they come back in, because they're very competitional. They love to, they get a big drive. It's a drive that they get just to get you away from who you with and get you back in their arms so they can, like my sweetheart said, they hoover you and treat you like dirt. You know how the vacuum cleaner, you sucking up dirt, and it comes in the vacuum cleaner and it goes around like that. Yeah, you once they suck you in, they're gonna treat you like dirt. You're going in a cyclone because they're getting you back for, even for, first of all, you're moving on. You ain't got no business moving on. You ain't get at me. I was out there getting at you, but I was getting right back. That's how they feel in their head. Like, you don't have a right to discard me. Like my sweetheart said again, you are property. You are experiment. Like, gee, when I heard that, I was like, experiment? That's what we've been doing? Experimenting? But it is that way though. And once you get with them and you let them know that they're gonna be the only one, ain't gonna be nobody but them, you love only them. Do you know they take that serious? So if you really don't love them, don't tell them that. For first of all, please don't, because now you're somebody that they can come in and you can stroke their ego, because it's a principality. They running because going back to confront what they running from is a very, very, very painful. It's a very painful situation for them because they don't know how to. I'm trying to see how I'm gonna say this. They don't know how to emotionally handle it. So they are seared. Their hearts are seared. Their hearts are on hard. Their hearts is an icebox. So when they go back, they know they're gonna have to bring emotions involved. Their emotions gonna be involved. When you get somebody toxic, they love to argue all the time. They argue and they're so angry because they can't feel emotions. They're emotionally blocked off. They're blocked. You can't, and I can speak from a place of that because I was emotionally blocked off for a long time. I start feeling emotions, like I said, when I start loving my kids when they were born, but I couldn't love any other adult outside of my kids because I was emotionally detached. So when I did get in a relationship, Off the gate, I knew I was loyal. I knew I was consistent. I knew I had motivation. I knew I was high with energy. I knew I was a go-getter. I knew I can start over and begin. I know I can do a lot of things. But one thing I couldn't do is love. Like be in love with somebody, like spiritually be in love with somebody. I couldn't do that. I didn't know how to do that. I just knew to just love them because we working together, we making the house, beautiful, we making the house, getting money right. We can go on trips, but it wasn't no in love. You get what I'm saying? Like in the soul, you can feel it in the soul. You can feel that person miles away. It wasn't none of that. It was just like, okay, I don't know what it was. It wasn't love though. It was just we're together. We together, we gonna make it work while we together. We gonna fuss, we gonna fight, we're gonna turn up. We're gonna silence each other. I was real big with silent treatment. Silent treatment is one of the biggest gifts I do have as well. I can go silence on you for days, weeks, and years. And when I'm going months, I already know I ain't finna return. It's over for you. And that's just real, real. If I go silent on you for a month, now my kids, my sons, no, that's a whole nother level. When they call me, it can rekindle real quick because they're my sons. But anybody else, even my family, I miss them dearly, but I can't deal with them because their evil communications will corrupt my good manners. And I don't, that means you're gonna pull them, they're gonna pull me out of my character because they're not healed and they're not trying to heal. They're not trying to take accountability to heal. You get what I'm saying? So when you're not taking accountability and when you're not trying to face reality and when you're not trying to even hear the truth or listen to the truth or try to take a chance on the truth, you'll corrupt people. You'll come in their life and you'll corrupt them. And what I mean by corrupt, people get with men and people get with women and they'll start taking on their habits. Say you don't smoke cigarettes, but the man you met smoked cigarettes. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna start smoking cigarettes. Say your man drink alcohol, and I'm saying men because I'm a woman. Say your man drinking alcohol, it can go vice versa, men or women, and you ain't never tried it, but then you see them doing it now, you're gonna want to be like them. You're gonna want to join in because that's somebody you liking or you lusting over, not loving them because love don't allow you to do wrong things. Love is not gonna have you doing corrupt things. But lust will have you doing corrupt things. And a lot of people don't understand the difference between lust and love. Love is where you are healed and you want to complete, you want to see the best out of your partner, you want to see the best health out of your partner. You're going to be nurturing to that partner, you're going to be caring to that partner. You're not going to want to see your partner go down the wrong road, so you're not going to indulge into it because you want your partner to straighten up. What real strong woman, and I'm not saying strong because you're bowing to their evil, I'm talking about strong, you standing up to them. Like, listen, I'm not going for this, I'm not taking this, I'm not having this. Either you gonna come and join me or you're going to depart from me. And you got to be that stern about it because people that is unhealed, they don't comprehend with boundaries on a talking side. You have to show action. You have to show toxic people. And I don't like to say, and y'all don't never hear me talking down on them because I can't, because it's not something that they want to do. It was something that they were conditioned to do. So when they conditioned and they've been bullied and abused by family members and all that ugly stuff that come with narcissistic family dysfunctions, you get all kinds of stuff, and it's in every family. Do not think that it skipped the Thompsons, or it skipped the Walkers, or it skipped the Andersons, or it skipped the Sheffields, or it skipped whatever last name, the Cornishes, whatever. Everybody got a cursed bloodline. It's just plain and simple. So when you get these people that act like they just having so much fun in their families, those people are hiding a lot of hurt. They're hiding a lot of pain. That's why titles is a big thing in this world. That's why skin is a big thing in this world. That's why net worth how much figures you got, how much money you got, credit scores, clothing lines, businesses, and all that. That's why that stuff is a biggie in the world, because they were conditioned and molded into hiding the truth and taking on a delusional mindset, a reprobated mindset. And that stuff grows in you and it grows with you, and it torments your inside because you're actually warring with your own self. You want to go and tell mama, you hurt me so bad. Why? But you are afraid because you were conditioned to fear. You were conditioned to carry a scarcity mindset. You were conditioned to keep a closed mind. You ain't coming outside your box. It's a lot of women don't even like to smile. It's a lot of women don't even want to even laugh. It's a lot of women that don't even want to enjoy their life. And it's so sad, because why would you let somebody that you done went into the relationship, and I'm not being evil and I'm not being mean, but I have to give it to you my harsh way because it was given to me harsh. I felt every emotion, experience, every pain, every knife, every dagger, every bullet Satan could bring my way. And I'm giving it to y'all that way because you understand it, but you're afraid to express it. You get what I'm saying? Like, the understanding is in you, but you're afraid to express it. So you got to create a lie. You got to create a delusion. I can't. I really want to tell them the truth. I really want to tell them I'm getting abused. But in my family, nobody hear me out. When I go tell other people, they laugh at me. So I'm going to keep it inside. And you having a whole tornado inside of yourself because you're carrying around pain that you need to release. And like I said on last night live, don't be afraid to speak and express yourself. If you see your mother ain't doing something right and your mother making you feel unease, you got it right. You ain't got to be mean to her, calling her all kinds of names or whatever, even though those toxic mothers will call you all kinds of names. They'll tell you you're fat, you're ugly, ain't nobody gonna want you, ain't nobody gonna have you, you ain't gonna hold down a marriage, you ain't gonna never love nobody. This stuff come from outside. I mean, come from inside the home. So when you get outside in the world and you meet a man or a woman and they tell you those same exact things, guess what they're doing? They're only reopening a wound that you was trying to run from, that you didn't want to heal, but you didn't want to deal with it. So you letting this wound come around, you stinking. You're stinking, you smell it. So when a person that's toxic come into your life that is on the tormenting side, they can smell that wound. They can sniff out that blood, that where it's dripping from. Is it dripping from being abandoned? Is it dripping from being rejected? Is it dripping from being verbally abused? Is it dripping from physical abuse? Is it dripping from a lack of compassion, lack of empathy, lack of understanding? You're bitter, you're hateful. So they can smell all that drip. That's a stinky drip. So them wounds, while you walking, that wound is dripping spiritually. Think of it in a spiritual perspective. Your heart is cut open, and then you try to go and find an ER, emergency room. So you're gonna go to emergency room. That's another man or another woman, and you're gonna bring them in so they can patch you up a little bit so you can keep going, just a little bit, just to get you another inch. But you brought some. You got the wrong doctor. They're not there to bandage you up. They're there to rip that bandage off and make you bleed some more. Because those demons that's still connected to them can smell your wounds. They smell blood. Oh, that's blood. That drip smells familiar. That drip is easy. Oh, that drip is wide open. Oh, she hurting. He hurting. They got rejection problems. They reject you. Quit calling you, ghost you. You all through the phone. I'm being honest. Where you at? Where's she at? And they know how to get you. They'll get another woman, another man that they've been had, and post them. Boom. You look it up. Oh, some of y'all go and try to take your life. Why? Why? They don't love who they on. They internet with, that person just probably the same way they are. They're probably trying to get back at an ex. They know each other spiritually, and they use each other. Even when you say, I'm finished with you, I'm done with you, they will go grab another person to make you jealous. That's the whole game of it all, to keep you down, to keep you chasing them, to keep you crying over them, so you won't have enough strength to move on. And I'm not saying move on in another man's or another woman's arm. Satan came up with so much foolishness. I did it too. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I'm just putting it all on other people. I was taught, if one won't do it, one monkey can't stop the show. But I couldn't do it. I just can't go jump in somebody's bedroom and just I got to get comfortable. We got to warm up here. We got to do a warm up before we work out. I got to get the feel of you, because you just can't. But when you got them principalities, and I talk about it all the time, the notorious personal demons, meaning they grew and they manifest with you. You can do it because you're blinded. You're being steered by Satan. Your Lamborghini get ready to be a Saab. Your Saab get ready to turn into a Honda. Your Honda get ready to turn into a Fiesta, a little Escort, because you're losing value. You know how they say when houses on the market, if they don't keep them up, they can drop market value. You know, with the blue law, the lemon law, your cars, you have so many miles on your cars, it drop value. You get it, you put so much on it, so many miles, they ask you how many miles you got. Those miles make your car drop value. Well, my car gonna drop value all its life because I love to move. So, hey, I'm gonna get the value out of it. Then when you give me something else, I can go ahead and flip it. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is with your bodies. Look at your bodies like that. Your bodies are dropping market value when you out here crying and aching because you don't understand why they don't love you. No, you got to go back home. You got to go back to your childhood. Go back home and see who hurted you so bad where you still crying that same old sad story. And I'm just sorry to say it this way, but I have to, because they really actually get a pleasure off of seeing you cry. They really do. Trust me. They do. I ain't saying I'm one that cried in front of somebody, because if I'm gonna cry, it's going to be a battle. We get ready to square up. Somebody get ready to throw some fingers. Cause I ain't got time to be crying and you sitting there looking at me and laughing. I'm gonna hit you in your teeth. Hey, sweetheart, hey, mom, goat, how you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna hit you in your teeth. Cause you smiling a little too hard. That demon got you a little too excited. Don't get anxious for nothing. So I'm getting ready to square up with you. Get what I'm saying? You get ready to get these paws. That's the type of woman I was. What's up? You want these? You want these hands? You're smiling a little too much. I am good. Yes, somebody to hurt you, and you sitting there crying, and I just want you to love me, and they looking like you're smirking because I'm hurting here. Hey, my man, yeah, laughing at your pain. You sitting there laughing at my pain because you actually hurting. Because people that afflict that pain on you, they did the same thing to the tormentor. So the tormentor gonna grab up women or men and just hurt them, and then stand back and watch them, and they smirking. No, you went. You feel me? It's going down. You better know how to throw your hands. And then if you getting the best of me, I've got to pull out my Edward scissor hands. I used to carry straight blades real bad, butterfly knives. I was real talented with the knife. Now I got to go ahead and start cutting on you. I'm gonna be your surgeon because you doing too much. I'm gonna cut them demons out of you. And a lot of women are afraid to stand up. I am so amazed because I never did, hung around too many women, and I never too much communicate with them due to my childhood. But when I start, digging deep into women, because I thought all women were strong like me. I'm being wholehearted, honest about it. Because I ain't never too much shed tears. Like, I ain't had time to cry. I'd be like, cut it off. Okay. That's it. You ain't gonna see me, because if I'm going down with all them tears, that's blood coming out of me. And you done broke blood from me. Now I got to break blood from you, my man. So when I thought, going into women, I didn't know women were so vulnerable. Now I am on a feminine side. I still got my street in me. I ain't gonna never get rid of my street. I am who I am. I came out the gutter. I came out with the roaches and the rats and the wood rats and the mush rats and the bears and the lions and tigers, flying roaches and all that. I came in that kind of category. You get what I'm saying? That's how I grew up. You go in the kitchen, turn the light on, you got 1,000 roaches on the countertop all over the place. Them antennas all in the microwave, all in the stove, all in the refrigerator, everywhere, I grew up that way. So when people say you forget where you come from, I ain't never forget where I come from, but I ain't going back in that slump again. I ain't going back in that swamp no more. And that was a painful swamp. You don't know where your food coming from. You don't know who gonna show up. And you go to school, nobody shows up to your presentations. Nobody shows up to your musical things. Nobody shows up for nothing. See, that stuff come from childhood. So when you ain't getting supported back from other people, now you out here yearning and looking. Your childhood got you out here yearning and looking and getting abused by other people. You go back home. You go back to mama. I don't care if mama don't want to hear it. Mama, listen. You owe me some accountability. That's for the ones that don't know how to close their own closure. Don't know how to close their own wounds, go into the woods and be like Rambo. You get what I'm saying? Cutting stuff, getting stuff, tying it with your teeth and the ex calling me right now. That's what I'm talking about. This is the stuff in my messenger. This is the stuff I be talking about. They do not like to take final discards. They gonna try as much as they can. I'm not answering it. I won't answer. This is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Hate to put them on blast like that, but this is what I'm talking about. I haven't talked to that dude in a while. They don't know how to take discards. They'll keep trying to see if you gonna allow them that they can come back in. I would never let my ex come back in my life. Not in my life. I don't know about somebody else, but it's over. We've been over 5 years. I don't have no type of love. I'm sitting here a prime example. And I don't even communicate with them. They do not know how to take final discords. They're gonna try and they're gonna try and they're gonna try. I can't do it. I won't do it. I will not do it. If I cut you off, you're off. And I'm just showing y'all, I had to show y'all that because it's a prime example of what I really actually go through. I can't do it. When I say I'm done, I'm done. It's no coming back. And if you go back, that's when the attack's gonna really happen. You think I let Heavenly Father heal me this far? And then I'm gonna go back into the devil arms? I don't think so. Not over here. I'll go homeless. I'll live in the swamp again. I'll live with roaches again. I'll live with rats again. I'll live in the sewer of New York City on the subway again before I go back in a toxic relationship. I will not. I will not. I work too hard with God on myself and to get my kingdom spouse. So, honey, they ain't coming back in here. Not in here. I might have to be like Mike Tyson. What we doing? Nah, I ain't hit nobody. I do want it, but nah. But that's a prime example of what I'm showing y'all. I'm sitting here out of the blue, and here go a phone call. Well, not a phone call, messenger pop up. No, no. I pray for you to get better. If I don't cross my mind to do that, but tonight I'll pray for him to get better and to get a better life. But I'm done. I listen. I put too much work in my kingdom spouse to give up my position. No, they had their chance. He had his chance. He had 10 years with me. 10, 10. I was broken. He was broken, but I didn't want to be broken no more. I was tired. Well, God was tired for me being broken. He awakened me. I left. You had a chance. You had me wholeheartedly. But see, when they toxic and they still yearning for love and they still looking for that comfort and that empathy and that understanding and that strong person, when that person leave their life because they just distracted, they're still vulnerable. Men are vulnerable when they're broken. Believe me, they are very vulnerable. They emotionally are vulnerable and they looking for it, but you can't save nobody. They gotta want that saving. You can't save them because you'll drain yourself, then you ain't got nothing to save. So you got to power up. You have to power up. It's just what it is. And hate to, ignore, but I can't bring that man back in my life. What did we got to talk about? And that's why you got to cut it. And that's crazy. Well, Heavenly Father do a lot of things for a reason, but that is one of the prime examples. They don't give up. He used to tell me, I know where you live. I'll come into your house. No, you won't. Because he used to live out here in this area. He been in the city many times, but he better not show up. He'd go to jail in Maryland. He left me before in Maryland. He'd be locked up in Maryland. This girl's so beast. But yes, I got distracted. But when you go through stuff like that, and when they come in and they start laughing and they start hurting you, it ain't them. It is far from them. It's a principality, a strong one, that's getting a kick out of that person that you think your brother or your sister, or your spouse or your co-worker or whatever have you. It's not them. It's that principality that's on them, that's making them go in people's lives and hurt them, because you're still vulnerable. You're still wounded. You still wounded from your pain. You still wounded from your uncle, your aunt, your grandmother, your great grandmother. The family members, them toxic family members, them ones that still carrying them principalities on them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My spirit is real high. But when you're trying to heal, you can't go back into the lion's den. You feel me? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna keep saying I'm sorry because I keep stopping the message. I told y'all I am distracted tonight. My energy is like through the roof right now. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But you can't sit on your pain, y'all. Please don't sit on your pain. Please don't sit on your pain. That's why I want to get y'all to understand. It's not your spouse that's looking at you and laughing at you, but you don't understand it until you understand the spiritual realm. You're gonna be like, that's my brother and that's my sister, and or that's somebody that say they love me. And then because I can't even count how many fights I done got into with people with those little side smirks, because they remind me of my childhood. So when they get in school and be like, I'm suspended. I done got suspended so many times for fighting. Like, I couldn't stand bullies. I had a big, big, big anger problem when it came to a bully. I had a big anger problem when it came to somebody that was manipulating. Now, I didn't have the word manipulating, but I just knew they was on their little flim flamming words. You get what I'm saying? I couldn't stand those type of people. I didn't even want to deal with those type of people, and you can't, because evil communication corrupt good manners. When you trying to heal, you can't heal around toxic people. Now, if you're a child and you in the home and you don't got no other way out, you get in that bedroom and you start praying to God. Get on your knees and be like, God, I don't know what I'm saying to you, but you see what's going on down here. He'll come around there and karate chop Satan right in that soul. Get out of here. Hit him in the neck. You lose you lose a lot of wind in that neck. You chop them real quick in that neck. Yeah, and then you kick them on the ground and but then you're not beating Satan, you're beating the person. And that's why the Heavenly Father said, pray for them, forgive them, because they know not what they do. But when you are asleep, like I was asleep, I got awakened at the age of 2019. Hey, Miss Candace, hi. Them pink hands, baby cakes, you know what to do, don't you? But yeah, nice to see you. But well, see you, air hugs, the spirit, them spirit hugs. That's what I got for y'all. The spirit hugs, spirit love. But you get violent. I was very violent when because due to my childhood, I had to fight a lot. I had to fight a lot, y'all, and it hurted me. They didn't know it hurted me to fight them, but I had to hold my composure in front of them. Like, I'm not gonna break down and cry in front of y'all. And I see how they laugh and joke at people because they two-faced it too. Family members, a demon is a demon. That's all I want to say on that. I don't care what the title is. A demon is a demon. It ain't no new devils. It's just a new flesh on a new level because you got to figure that person out. But once you see them familiar spirits starting to pop up, oh, they got little gaslighting. Now, everything in gaslighting, sometimes you can become paranoid because of the spiritual warfare, you endure, but that's what discernment is about. Discernment is to show you, not to leave you ignorant. So you got to discern. You just don't walk in no room and be all, oh, they love me. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, they're so sweet. Them demons be lurking through those people. You just imagine you would just, if you could just hit the spiritual realm and you get around people, who that? Oh, they're too lively. Oh, they're too happy. Oh, they're too loving. Who is that? The demons know who you are, but their soul don't understand the spiritual realm, so they don't know that they got a demon on them. Y'all want to hear what I'm listening to? Because I guarantee y'all want to why I'm moving around so much. I gotta love Joan.
If you've comprehended anything I've said, and you find that you
I'm
do
sorry, y'all, but yeah, I'm back to the story, the topic. But you got to understand the mission. I'm in another whole level today, y'all. Y'all get me on a day that I'm just like, I just want to lay on my bed and just reminisce about the one I love and just sit there and just be like, like you can't touch it, but you can feel them in spirit. Hey, y'all ever? This is my first time ever, and I do want to share that with y'all. This is my first time ever, ever. I can't tell y'all who I'm just so over the hills for. But it be some days I be in spirit and I be just laying there like I'm just so over in love with a person. I've never been in love a day in my life, but with my children. But this one man puts me in my soul position where you can feel him in your spirit. And I'll be just some days be like, like, it's hard on a person when you actually now understand and love. You know what I'm saying? I never understood spiritual love. Now I do. But at first I did. And I was lustful. Like, hey, he looked good. Not just saying I went up to random men, but I'd be like, okay, he looked good. He got a little vibe with him. End up being in relationships for years, and I didn't like it, but I know that it was a control thing for me as well. I had to cut all of that out. All of that out. I was a very dominant woman in my relationships. I have to, like you, I got to lead you. And well, I didn't do that with my kid's father. He was one of the strongest ones out of the other two. He was the only strongest man I ever dealt with. He taught me a lot, but he taught me I knew how to fight, but he was a boxer and all that too. So, I learned a lot off of him. So, it was really real in my lifetime, but the learning turned into purpose. I couldn't sit on pain. I've been beat, I've been tied up, I've been locked in the house, windows nailed down. Believe me, I'd have been through some stuff. But did I let it hurt me? They're gonna hurt more than me. And I said that in one of my rails. I think I shared it on YouTube. If you drop me, you gonna break. I always tell people that you drop me, you gonna break. You got to use that psychology back on them because those people are actually hurting inside, but you don't use it back on them to tear them down because they know not what they do. Trust me. They don't know until they get uplifted, the scales get up off their eyes. Then they're gonna be awakened. That's why we here to get everyone to understand when they be like, oh, I'm getting ready to go down. I don't know what to do. I don't want another man. I don't want another woman. Good. That is a good way to think for right now because you need to go back home. And what I mean by go back home, go back to your childhood because your childhood has got you in this state that you're in. You're in a state, in a position where you're in a stronger hold because darkness just keep following you everywhere you go because you have to break off what was conditioned, what was programmed in you. So you are serious. So if that voice that makes you move, hey, what you doing? And just say if your father programmed you to be very scared of him and you hear his voice, hey, what you doing, boy? Eyes, nothing. And sometimes you don't have to be doing nothing, but when people put so much fear in you, you're walking on eggshells. Who in the world want to walk on eggshells? I didn't sign up for that. I signed a roller skate on them. No. But yeah, you roller skate on them. And I make this look easy because I had to overcome it. I couldn't roller skate when I was hurt, and I'd be like, my wheels were stuck. I need a little oil. Give me a little oil. I need a little push. Get on the side of the rail and roller skate on them. If y'all roller skate, get on the roller skate and roller skate on them because you can't let them take your joy. You got to make it into a comedy when you coming up against the north. You got to make them see you smiling still. I don't care if you ready to collapse on the ground. You better hold that dizziness in. You better, and you dizzy, you're going around like this, but in your head, you be like, dude, girl, but you about to pass all the way out. You don't give them that much pleasure to see you fall out. You better hold that dizziness, hold it. Breathe. Go inside yourself. One, two, three. Give yourself a countdown. Four, five, six. Y'all better go. Seven, eight. You better run. Because when I open these eyes up and you still there smiling, I'm going to knock you out. I'm being honest. That's how I got to keep it 100. If y'all want me to get y'all right, I'm going to get you right how I used to be because everybody ain't crossed over. So if you ain't crossed over and you still letting this abuser coming in to abuse you, what you doing? Y'all better cut them tears. Them tears overflow. We don't need no tears. Dry them up. Suck them up. You ain't got no more tears left. You better start sucking it in. Oh, they coming back, is they? Oh, you coming back to play with me, are you? You know what time it is? Ding, ding, ding. Round one. You take them on rounds. Every time you bring them back, because you haven't gotten them away from their flesh to flesh connection. So you're gonna let them back in, but every time they come back in, you should be powering up. You shouldn't be on there chasing them, seeing what their social media look like. Forget their social media. They say forget you, right? So what you sitting there? I'm gonna write them a letter. I'm gonna send them a text. Oh, they blocked me. Block it is, because when I come back and you come back, we're gonna be blocking each other because it's gonna be war. See, when you stand up to the north, they ain't gonna handle it. Well, let me take some of that back. If you got a toxic person that is just demonic, you don't want to play with them. They'll unlock you. They'll cut you. They'll cut your head off. They will stomp you. They will finish you off. Because them principalities are in the notorious mode. You don't want to mess with that. If you ain't got enough strength, and which y'all don't, or half of y'all don't, you have to build it. You got to build it because in the spiritual warfare, Satan is using souls to steal, kill, and destroy, tear people down from years ago. You still getting tore down from years ago. Y'all being marriages 20 years, getting still tore down, letting the narc just come in and out. Well, we married. And you waiting for them to die so you can get some insurance money. Well, they ain't finna die. It ain't their time. It ain't your opinion or your mindset to even want them to die. No, you don't want them to die. You just want them to go head on and leave my life alone. But y'all just won't do it. Y'all won't give it up. Give it up. You ain't losing nothing but a demon. And that's why I said, but a demon. You ain't losing nothing but a demon. But you've been so codependent and you feel like, you got the upper hand on that person because they're showing you a little bit of sensitivity. Uh-uh. That sensitivity is a game. That's the darkness monopoly board. Or you move to Park Avenue, they're gonna drop you all the way back, go to jail. You got to pay $200 to get out of jail, and then you let them right back in your life. Because I mean, I've been talking to women from last week to this week, and they be talking about how they getting the men out of jail. Why they was over there with the other woman, laid up with the other woman. I just had a real conversation just like that, and I'm in my head like, and they try to soup it up, serp it up, make it a good old waffle pancake. Then had a little chicken nugget on the side, like I'm finna eat that. I'm not eating that. I don't like waffles and chicken. Not yours, anyways. You don't know how to cook. Because if you sit there and go get a man that left you for another woman to go do whatever they do, it ain't always sex when they get with these people. It's addictions. They just a little skateway out to keep your mind double up and keep that other woman mind double up or that other man double up or whatever. They play that game on everybody. But you think I'm gonna go and use my bond money, use my money and then go bond that man out of jail after he done slept and got caught up with another woman? Do I look like a whole fool? Certain things I just didn't do. If you in jail, that woman better come get you out. I didn't put you in there. And I'm gonna keep you in there. Y'all got it, and it happens all the time. Men ghost women. It's a particular woman. She talks to me. She's 60 some years old. 60 some. Talking about I'm just trying to love this man and he just won't love me and I'm just trying to figure out a way to keep him. I got a Mustang out there. I got a nice bank account. I got good degrees and I'm looking at her like, you telling me all the materialistic stuff you got, where your heart? You are actually tormenting yourself and you're allowing somebody else to come in. Let the man drive a Mustang and he ain't bring it back. I wouldn't bring it back either if you giving up your keys that easy. I'm finna ride too. I'm a ride till you put the police on me. Because if you that dumb to hand over your material things that you work hard for and put it in the narc hand, the narc going, them demons is on, them demons got a car and a Mustang at that, and she got a nice ride. I said, baby, that was a demon in your car. That demon was like, yes, I'm going to take this. I'm going to destroy this. I'm going to never come back. I'm going to leave the gas tank on E when I do return it, and I might let somebody return it. Or the police going to have to come get me because you're going to report your car stolen. You got to have boundaries, y'all. Boundaries got to come in place. I'm serious. You just don't hand your car keys over. You just don't give your apartment key out or your home key, giving people access to your house. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Because that's one thing when somebody talks to get in your house, they think they own you. You their property. Just like you got your property, your home, your property, you got to keep the maintenance up. That's the same way the narc see you as property, as a slave, basically. You should have been back there with your ancestors if you're going to do this foolishness. It's 2024. When we gonna wake up? We gotta wake up. Women definitely gotta wake up. Wake up. You ain't got to be hardcore. I'm hardcore because I had a hardcore life. I'm hardcore from that, but I'm not hardcore no more. Like I don't do all that fighting and stuff. I mean, even though my family brought me out my character a little bit, just a little bit, because I didn't go far. And my sweet cakes, he said, don't go too far with it. I'm not going far with it. They don't go far with it. I ain't going far with it. If they stop, I stop. If they don't stop, I'm not going to stop. But I don't stop meaning I'm not going to join them. I'm going to just show more love. I'm going to just laugh more. I'm going to just keep it joyful. I'm going to just do everything that I've been doing, but I'm going to put extra into it because you cannot let a narc see you unhappy. You can't let them see you ain't got it. And you definitely don't bring them back because they coming to come back and finish you off. I told y'all about the story, and I used my nephew because he said it was okay to use him. It happened. That woman went and got him out of, went to the courtroom and said, and sorry for the family, but she went in and said she loved him, let him go. You can't go and let them people go. Them people you locked up, you keep them locked up. That's not your business anymore. But when you carrying childhood personal demons that manifest in the notorious PDs. Now you got some more PDs, your own personal demons you're dealing with. It's ugly. The spiritual warfare is ugly and it's not cute and it don't feel good at all. So you, yourself, and you got to bring some standards in place and you got to stand on. I don't care if their flesh get weak. I want them, I miss them, I love their tender kisses and their beautiful touches. No, you don't. That personal demon, that childhood demon, and that childhood tormenting is what's bringing y'all two back together. I need them. You don't need them. If you can live without them a day or two or three and four and five and six and seven, 8 and months and whatever, you don't need them. You're by yourself regardless. You got to heal. Y'all have to heal. Heal this. You can't let brokenness make you bitter. Brokenness is supposed to make us better. I've been through everything. Only thing Satan didn't do was kill the body yet. But he ain't getting my soul. I'm going to put in work to keep my soul. Y'all have to put in work to keep your souls. You got to work on that too. You ain't just working on no credit score, working on no business, trying to get this, trying to get that. What about your beautiful and precious soul? What about it? Forget this meat jacket. This just a jacket. You better unzipping it and go into your soul and go and heal. Go back home. Y'all know who hurt you. You and God know who hurt you, and the person that hurt you know they hurt you. But you got to understand you are valuable. Y'all are valuable, regardless if you want to believe that or not. Y'all are precious. Even the one that's tormenting, the bully, they are precious, but they don't know how to just rip that heart open and go in there and get grandmama pain out, go in there and get mama pain out, go in there and get brother pain out, go in there and get whoever hurt you pain out, and you be very, very serious about it, and you gut out your heart so the Heavenly Father can put a new heart. But you got to put in work. You got to put in work. Growth don't feel good. But once you grow, it feel great. It don't feel good going through the process, but eventually that process gonna be like, ooh, I'm getting better. And then when that narc come back, that's my daughter. But that message right there, when that narc come back, what we talking about? What we doing? You lost all access to me because you couldn't stand up and be you. So you can't bring old things back into new things. That's when you hindering your walk. You're going backwards now. You done made all these steps. Now you falling back because you allow the devil back in your house. And you are your house. So now you're letting that devil back in. Now you done put all in that work. And now you're gonna let somebody back in your life and take it again. No, no, no. You ain't coming back here and snatching nothing from me. All the work I put in. And if you still look good in the meat suit, them meat suits be looking fire. And you right, fire inside, ready to burn you up. No, burn your own self. I'm done. My smoke is over. My fire is out. Now I can live in a renewed house, meaning yourself, a renewed heart, tapping into your emotions because your emotions matters. That's why a lot of people use materialistic things and titles and money. See, money make a lot of people move that never seen a lot or never wanted it. Money couldn't move me because all I gotta do is go to work and make my own money. That's not why I want to make. I don't want to make for their money. I don't want to make for their what they can build with us. I want them make for their heart, their spirit, their soul. I don't want nobody to come in. I'm gonna take care of you. Yes, you have to learn how to feel your own emotions and hide a Joseph Thompson. You got to. You got to learn how to let them emotions rip in you before you rip them into somebody else. That is so true. You have to learn how to feel yourself emotions. And I had to do a lot of work on that. And that is a great statement, Joseph. That is a great statement because it's the truth. I had to put in 5 years of learning how to love, learning how to feel the love. I kept rejecting it a lot because it's truth, like you don't understand, okay, I want this person, but I don't know how to love this person. It took me 40 some years to learn love, to learn it. And now I know how to love, and who opened it up? My baby girl, my only girl. She opened me wide open, and now Heavenly Father said, I'm gonna pour abundance of love in your heart, and I want you to share it with everybody. And that's what I do. I give y'all the strong side because Satan need to be knocked out in y'all life. It ain't no more demons. I got to get rid of my own demons. Ain't nobody coming in with no extra demons. I tell people quick, hold your demons. You know how you get a cheeseburger, you say, hold the onions. When that person come into your life, hold your demons because they don't know who they dealing with. Pack them up. When you hit this household, pack your demon up because I'm going to make you 7 up like your demon. 7 up. No, y'all just don't. I just like to have fun too. I'm not all the way, I'm just want y'all to get, I have a big sense of humor. I have a big personality, but I just want y'all to, it's a joke. Not a joke, but you got to turn it into a joke so you can keep a joyful heart. I'm tired of seeing people hateful. I went to one of my customers' house today. She's an older lady though. She's a sweetheart. She failed and nobody will help her. So I said, I'll help you out. Today, she was down the steps. She had a big old knot on her shin bone. I went up there and I'm bringing her groceries. She said, you see me, Siobhan? I said, let me see your leg. Her leg that healed up. She quit worrying. She quit chasing people. She quit. She said, you are awesome. I said, no, this is just what I do. And she's an older lady. She was dating a young man, and he only wanted the deed to her house. He only wanted her to die so he can get her insurance policy. And I told her, I said, that man don't want you. That man looking for money. He looking for security because he done ran out. And it was the truth. And she told me all the time, I appreciate you. I said, no, no, no. God sent me here to tell you these things. Because that man was draining that little lady. And that lady was just trying to live her youth out. We young women, I'm still a young woman. I'm almost, one more year, I'll be 50. But guess what? In my heart, my inner child is awakened. So my inner child, the things that I wanted as a kid, I make it into an adult. You get what I'm saying? So my inner child, she loved playing. She loved to smile. She loved to joke, not in a joking way like I'm joking on your clothes or whatever, but little jokes like, okay, I'm going to take your shoes, stuff like to keep somebody uplifted, not, oh, them ugly shoes. And I don't do that kind of joking, but, joke around, just sniggling and laughing and enjoying each other's presence. That's what I love about humans. I love all humans. I don't care if you down in the dumpster. I don't care if you up on a rooftop. I'm going to love that one down on a dumpster more because they feel rejected. They feel abandoned. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, Phoenix. You get what I'm saying? So when we loving people, we have to love them because they don't understand it. They never had. It was one man, and I talks to him right now. And I give him a rise around and stuff. He said, "Why do you love me so much? People don't care for me." I said, "Because it's too many people can't see love. It's too many people don't have love. You have to work in a position to get love. Love is just not handed to you. You got to work it. And when I had to work loving, it's this one person I'm so in love, but I go through the emotions because I just want to make sure I love this person because I never experienced these emotions before. And they are very great to feel, though. I ain't lying it. The burning sensation that you have inside yourself and you love yourself. You have to love yourself before you can love thy neighbor. I always tell people if somebody come in your house and treating you bad or verbally abusing you or emotionally abusing you, spiritually abusing you, they don't love themselves. They don't have no clue. That's in the word. Love yourselves, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And that's an easy statement to say, but that's a very hard action to do when you ain't fully healed. So you can't love. How you gonna love when you don't even know how to love? So I'm gonna just love to the best of my advantage. I'm gonna torment them. I'm gonna laugh at them. I'm gonna see them in pain. I'm gonna flick pain because Satan is on you. So you got to get Satan off of you. Shake him off. Keep shaking him off every day you wake up, look in that mirror. I love me. I love me so much. I can't do this no more. Y'all gonna get tired of having these puffy eyes and hair all over the place. You got to wear wigs because you don't want to do your hair. You got to go to the salons and get braids just to look cute. No, get that heart on cute. Do the heart hair. Put eyelashes on your heart. Make up your heart so you can love again, because there's somebody out there for you now. And the ones that they've been through, the ones that went through the hardship, you don't have to look at them and be like, okay, I'm waiting for you to die. No, you get making up on your own heart. Clean your own heart out, and then let them see how clean you are, how squeaky clean you is. I'm squeaky clean. I'm so clean, clean. I'm so fresh and so clean, clean. You got to wipe me down. You feel me? They got that new dance with wipe me down. So you got to wipe me down. Shoulders, chest, pants, shoes. My heart got the whole outfit on. What we're doing. That's what you tell them, what we're doing. But y'all have a great night. Listen, I love y'all to death. But I got to go and keep this music going because my heart is like, y'all heard that song Love Joan? That song is tight. I love a lot of love songs, y'all. So don't come over here with that religious stuff. I love Christ to pieces. So don't be like, you can't listen to that. Christ didn't say you can't. Oh, you're from Florida? Hey, Florida! Florida in the house! Florida in the house! It's so nice to be in the company of an yes. I'm a super well, y'all say super empath or whatever. I'm a super empath, so I got real strong traits. Yes, I went through physical abuse, spiritual abuse, molested, abused. I've been through all of it. Kids, family, incest. I've been through all of it. You want me being honest? I've been through it all. When you ain't told something, you don't know something, you get in. That's why I'm very big on learning your family members, because you'll end up sleeping with them. I'm one of them. And when I found out it was over, ooh, I slept. Ooh, I'm being honest. It's real. It's a lot of stuff. That's why you got to dig. You got to dig because we were born to fail, and the ones that Satan used help us was helping him to help us fail. So listen, close this up right now. Get out your feelings, because when the narc come around, feelings ain't involved. Don't they want your feelings? They don't know how to feel that, and then you gonna pour into them. Then who gonna pour back into you? You ain't gonna have it. So you just love yourself. Be in love with yourself, just like you would do for that man or that woman. Do that for yourself. Do it for yourself. Get into your own love, Joan. Oh, hey, hey, love Joan, y'all. Hey, feel it, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Love yourselves, y'all. Y'all have a great night. I got to go. I'm going to reminisce a little bit on this page, on my bed. And I took my bath. I love you, Miss Candace. Love you, love you. I love you. No one gonna come above you. And if you got children, because our kids is the future. We putting in work to protect them, okay? Love you all. Get your love, Jones. See ya.